Tell them.
My mom's decided to replace my dad.
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Season 2, Episode 3, brings back the Coopers in a shockingly emotional storyline. While the first 2 episodes of the Young Sheldon sequel focused on its titular couple, as well as their life with the McAllisters, TV's #1 comedy revisits its roots with a plot that is rooted in George's shocking death. A year and a half has passed since Georgie's dad died, and it seems like everyone is ready to move on except for him. Born out of Young Sheldon's cancellation, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage's events kicked off not long after the Cooper family tragedy. While Georgie and Mandy have already moved across town with the McCallisters, the growing family still lives in Medford, which makes bringing back Mary and Missy easier. The challenge now in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2 is perfecting the balance between honoring the past and setting up its future. While its sophomore run has focused on its titular characters, a will and a dead man's wife offers an update on what Mary and Missy have been up to more than a year after the Cooper family tragedy. Surprisingly, the outing confirms that among the Coopers, there's only one who's still having a difficult time with the death of Georgie. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2, Episode 3, reveals the harsh reality of George's death aftermath. Because young Sheldon waited until the very last minute to be allowed to pull off George's death, the Big Bang Theory spinoff didn't have enough time to fully explore the grief that the Cooper family felt after the incident. Impressively, the CBS family dramedy effectively established how everyone handled grief differently. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage allows us to continue exploring this narrative. Impressively, the spin-off sequel reveals the surprising way that the remaining Texas-based Cooper has been holding up. Mary is thinking about dating again, a shock, given how she swore off love in the immediate aftermath of George's death. Missy, who had the most difficult time coping with losing her father and has had a tumultuous relationship with her mom, is suddenly supportive of Mary revisiting romance. Meanwhile, Georgie struggles to come to terms with his mom and sister seemingly moving on from the loss of George. Considering how Mary helped Georgie secure the money for his business, it's interesting that he's openly against his mom finding companionship. Throughout this time, the Cooper's eldest has been the most pragmatic, which makes him so effective in taking over the family. But the outing is a reminder that despite Georgie's usual cheery demeanor, his grief over his father's death still looms large over him. Still, from everyone else's perspective, it looks like he's simply getting in the way of his mom's happiness. The narrative is far from over, even as Georgie backs out from confronting his mom and her new friend. It's a curious storyline, something that Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage will hopefully actively develop moving forward. The Big Bang Theory never really revealed pertinent details about how the Coopers coped after George's death in Texas, so Chuck Lorre and his writers have creative freedom about how they want to craft this show. This plot allows Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage to maintain its ties to young Sheldon in an organic way. Georgie's grief makes his The Big Bang Theory success more compelling copyright CBS/courtesy Everett collection. One of the very few payoffs that Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage needs to deliver on, based on official canon, is Georgie's success as an entrepreneur. The spin-off sequel has been constantly setting this up, starting with establishing her connection with the McCallisters, who were already in the tire business. By Season 2, he's already running his own business with Ruben. That said, The Big Bang Theory didn't reveal anything about how he dealt with George's death. Instead, his grudge against Sheldon was mostly because of how ungrateful he was. Learning about his struggle to let go of George, especially since he didn't really have the best of relationships with him, shines a light on Georgie's capacity to love. While he acts as the villain in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Season 2, Episode 3, his response to Mary dating again comes from an earnest place. At the very least, it makes him more human.